Hi guys, Roxanne here from Tiny Home Living. Well, I am going to conduct a little experiment today, even though I've got a million things on the go here in the kitchen right now. But before I get started and show you what I'm going to do today, I just want to ask you to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your family and friends. Help us out a little bit. We're really trying hard to get to that 1,000 mark, and it's really tough. So if you could help us out, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and share the video. Let's get going with today's little experiment. Now, our hot water in the new kitchen, new bathroom where I am right now, froze up for the first time. So we don't know why. Chris cut a hole in the floor in the utility room where the water comes in. The pipes are all encased in spray foam insulation. We do need to get this tiny house skirted in. That will help a lot for underneath the tiny house. But in the meantime, I need a bath. So I thought, can't have a shower. If you remember correctly, I put a 66-inch tub in this bathroom. It's a really deep one. And I started heating up water on the wood stove this morning to have a bath. Now my big curiosity is how much water will it take, hot water, to fill this gigantic tub, because it is really deep. And so I've got the two biggest pots I have with water. They're already heated up. And Chris came in and said the water is thawed. It's up about -8 Celsius right now. So it's working. But I thought, well, I've already got this water heated up. I have to empty the pots to get them out of the way. So I might as well put them in the tub and see just how full I can get this tub if I have to do this. And this is why I laid the bathroom out, the tiny house out the way I did. The bathroom that I'm standing in right now is don't mind the mess. Like I said, so much going on. So the wood stove's right there. My idea was that it's a very short distance to carry the water if you need a bath. If, you know, say in the future there's something wrong with the propane, can't get propane since we did run out last year. Maybe there's something wrong with the heater goes on the fritz, whatever. So I was curious to see how much it would take to fill this tub to actually have a decent bath. Now, it is really hot, so I will have to put quite a bit of cold water in the tub too. But I'm curious, and I figure I've got the water heated. I gotta empty the pots now anyway, so I might as well empty them into the tub and see if you can actually have a decent bath with those two pots of hot water. Now at the same time, I'm trying to do dishes, got a mountain full of dishes, and I did use the faucet for the hot water for here instead of the water from the stove like I had to a couple days ago. I'm trying to get stew on the stove, but the hot water is in the way. I gotta skim off some cream from raw milk for my butter. 7 eggs today, maybe 8 on deck. So I got a lot going on here. Also need to cut out some more patterns. And, you know, like I said, I don't like stuff on the countertop, so this makes me a little bit cuckoo. But anyway, let's get on with the day. If you'll notice, the bathroom window is open because the camera keeps shutting off. It is over 100 degrees in here again. This thermometer I keep on the shelf is at about 103 right now. It was buried at past 120 the other night. And that was with 2 windows open. So, like I said before, the stove isn't going to have any trouble heating the other side of this tiny house. If you're over 100 degrees with the windows open, it's doing pretty good. We are getting a little low on firewood, so I might have to go into the tree line and cut some of our deadfall. But that's okay. No big deal, and a little bit of exercise. Do we need bubbles? Yes, I think we need bubbles. Now I can't possibly lift those pots until they get almost empty, so I am going to use one of my bowls to dump the water into the tub. Only way for an old woman to do it. Or I can use my trusty little pail. Never throw pails away. How many times have you heard me say that? The challenge is doing this without burning myself. Ow! I guess I'll put the mat down since I'm slopping water already. So I will just add enough cold water to that to see if I can even dip the coat and see how full it is by that time. Now that those two big pots are out of the way, I can get my stew on the oven, on the top stove top here. Well, that is pretty darn full. You'll notice I have the drain turned upside down so I can get the water like right up to there. But by the time this old girl gets in the tub, it might just be overflowing. That makes me very happy. I only needed those two pots. I thought I might need a third one, but by the time I added the cold water, I can just barely get my hands in the hot water now. Okay, tub full, stew meat's on the stove, dishes next. Okay, meat is simmering, dishes are done. Time to get in the tub. This meat has to simmer for 2.5 hours, so I don't think I'll be in the tub for 2.5 hours. Well guys, I am so happy I actually tried that out, because by the time I got the stew meat on the stove and all those dishes done and everything else, I thought, oh, the tub's going to be cold by now. And it was actually still too hot. I had to add some more cold water, and it was as full as I could possibly fill it up. So I don't need 3 pots to fill it. Now I know. I was talking about heating up water for a bath for Chris the other night because he wasn't feeling very well, and I call this a big win. So those 2 big pots of water were enough hot to combine with the cold and fill this big old tub right up. So I had a nice long soak in the tub, feel a little better, and the stew's almost ready. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your family and friends, and we'll see you next time.